trying to redeem himself. At least y'all talked on it. Either way, that's fine. So, okay, coming back to Naruto, though, do you think the world needs him after the Momoshiki arc for being Hokage? And I don't think there's a wrong answer here. I think it is up to interpretation.
I keep thinking about the anime stuff, but maybe just the manga. What happens like right after the Momoshiki arc in the manga? Because I wasn't reading the manga then. I came in when the Kawaki stuff started to happen.
You mean like in the manga? It's the hour, I believe is
Mujina
Bandits,
then the hour.
Yeah.
Okay. I think whenever, like I said, when Shikamaru shows up and like, yo, we need your power. Like whenever like the shit starts to hit the fan, where he like his tier of power is like going to be required, that's when I think he should get back involved. But I think he should be working on himself and training in the meantime. I don't think he'd just be sitting home eating like buns and shit. Like he should be, training like Naruto would. Like the amount of progression that he should have given like the Kakashi training method. I don't understand like why because he's been in the fucking office this whole time, probably. But yeah, so but that's what I think should happen.
Well, I don't want to derail to that because I feel like he easily could. So sticking with this though. Okay. So again, I don't think there's a wrong answer here because you look at it from one side, and this goes to something you were saying earlier of how like the Hokage are like, oh yeah, I agree with Naruto, and they're being like his like D writers, or I forget how you worded it, but I don't think that's true because you look at like every other media with the 5 Kage meeting, and like the girl one and like Chojuro are like actively going against him. Which one's the girl one? Tsuchikage?
Kurotsuchi is the girl.
Yeah, like Kurotsuchi just doesn't like him.
So them I do like. I like when there's contention. Like it's like Raikage A. Like they're like like don't fire that cannon, Naruto, and like the team is up there. He's like, and God bless him. He sacrificed his life for the world. Fire that motherfucking cannon. Fire that motherfucker. Like that shit I like because he's like, yo, listen, yeah, he did all this, he did all that, but the world though, that's a fucking Kage. That's what I'm talking about. He was willing to sacrifice Naruto, and I think that would have been the correct decision given the information he had to work with. Naruto would have never been able to make that choice.
Well, that's a different topic. I think to some regard, you could even look at it from the perspective of he low-key would rather Naruto to not exist anymore. Because if you take out Naruto and Sasuke, the world doesn't bend their knee to Naruto and Sasuke anymore, to Konoha. It goes back to the way it was. So I'm not saying he wants war, but
I think that's an actually really interesting conversation. Actually, I do.
Yeah,
I really think that's a cool conversation because he a little sketch, but he a little old school. But I just given it's the perfect like kind of comparison. They're presented with information, and one makes like what is a cold calculating decision given the limited information he has to work with. Like he knows like this will save people's lives. And one makes like an emotional decision given the limited information, and then like the whole world just gets janked up going down his particular path. Like I just don't think Naruto has the disposition to even make that kind of choice, and that's like proven multiple times in the series with Code, with Boruto and Momoshiki. Sasuke himself, like, bro, your dad, the Hokage, he can't even deal with you, bro. I'm gonna have to do that shit, bro. Like he ain't even capable of it. And I think a Hokage needs to be capable of it. Like even Hiruzen, when he wasn't capable of killing Orochimaru initially, like I think that's a failure as a Hokage. I don't think he was like fit for that like position, bro. The problem with at least in that moment, the problem is that when it comes to Naruto, like his failures to be able to do things, the stakes are way fucking higher. Like the world, bare minimum, is going to eventually be at risk going down his particular path. Whereas Hiruzen is just fucking this little demon out here doing like crazy shit. Like a lot of lives get like destroyed because of Hiruzen's decision making, but the world doesn't end. As far as we know, I think Orochimaru is like in Tsusuke maybe. But outside of like my weird ass tinfoil hat theory, like so mitigating harm, like Naruto, his incompetence, and that's a strong word, I get it, but I feel very strongly about it. But also I think it actually makes sense, by the way. I don't like it, But I think given the fact that they put him as the Hokage, and if you want to like maintain a certain kind of characterization of Naruto, it actually does make sense that he's so fucking bad at this job, bro. Like it actually makes a whole fucking lot of sense. Like you said, they tried to groom him like for the position but failed. I didn't even know that. That makes sense. So of course, like his decisions actually make absolute sense. My whole thing was, I was just thinking like as an adult, he'd be different. That was all. Like similar characteristics, but like not like he's different for sure, but like a little bit more, I don't know, mature, I guess, or willing to like, because like there was that scene in the anime where right before Amato shows up and gives him the peels, he like hugging Boruto and Boruto passes out because Boruto is actually afraid that Naruto is going to kill him. And I thought that like because even Gaara's like, oh, are you willing to do what needs doing? And he like, I'll find a way or blah blah blah. And that scene was so fucking good, bro. Because I think if they would have shown a scene where Naruto like pulls out a shuriken, he's like hyperventilating and he's about to kill Boruto, that shit would have been masterclass. I would have been like, oh, the complexities, the depth of it all. Like, that would have been fucking amazing if he gave his son his word and that he can like rest easy and he was actually going to kill Boruto right then and there. I still think he kind of was, but I think that would have been fucking amazing if that was like clearly like the case. And then Amato shows up and now he has another option. That would have shown to me, oh, he can make those kinds of decisions. That would have been fucking amazing, but he's just not fit.
So much to address there. We'll stick with the Raikage thing for now, and we'll move on to more. I wish you just said less so that I could have responded to each point at a time. But
you're supposed to stop me, bro.
There's no room to stop. You just kept going.
Bro, I'm a streamer. My Keke Genkai is to talk for multiple hours on end. Okay, you gotta.
You're gonna have to listen to this back to write down your points to address them one by one. So okay,
you live and you learn.
We'll stick with the Raikage thing just as an example for now to make an overall bigger point of something I disagree with. More like it's a different interpretation. So obviously the emotional, personal aspect is there for these characters, but I think that's important to recognize and understand that's a part of the character rather than the character or something the character relies on to make these decisions. I think it's important to separate the two. So even with the Raikage example,
sorry, can you say that one more time?
I think it's important to separate the emotional side from the character from like the rational decision making side of the character or like the rest of the character.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Okay, so
like if a character makes an emotional decision, should I not take the emotional decision into consideration?
We'll get into more examples of that afterwards to answer that in more depth, but looking at the Raikage example, someone's telling the Raikage, don't fire the cannon because Naruto's up there. You can look at it from the emotional aspect and say, that person really cares about Naruto. That can be true, and something else could be true, or something else could be true, and he's not even considering that aspect. It could be the fact that, well, Naruto is like someone to defend the world. So if you blow up the moon and you kill Naruto, we just lost the strongest person who has the best chance of defending us from future threats.
But you got like Sasuke and stuff.
Yeah, well, do they know Sasuke's not on the moon?
But the whole that's what I'm like. The whole situation was like the time was like they were running out of time, and like so basically
that's the thing,
the Raikage was in a position to where
no one said not to do it.
To where he needed to make.
Yeah, they're saying to wait, and he is in the position to where he can wait. That he isn't risking anything. No. In fact, everyone acknowledges if Naruto can't do this in time, they will fire the cannon.
No. So the whole thing was I don't quite remember like the plot of it all, but I think once the timer hit like was done, there was nothing else they could have done. Like there was just time was up. I don't remember though. Hold on, because I don't want to be incorrect about this. Like what was the point of the timer? There was something happening like the fucking moon was descending. Like if we don't stop the moon, then we're fucked, right? Like it's too far into orbit to even be stopped at a certain point, right?
I mean, Kamui, do you remember?
Wasn't that like the point of it all?
Well, this is before they have the information about the chakra cannon.
The timer thing, and you talk Naruto last, right? I'm kind of the timer was just basically the moon was going to get too close and they weren't going to take any more risk. Like they needed to blow it up basically, or else they'd be screwed.
Like there was a point where it got too close to where they couldn't do anything about it after that point. So like the thing was like the timer was running like hella fucking low. And basically they were like, hey, we're banking on Naruto getting the job done. Because they didn't have any they didn't have any communications. It was like faith. They had faith in Naruto. Give him all the stuff he accomplished in the past. Like he's the guy. He can get it done. Like we have faith in Naruto. The Raikage was like, okay, y'all know y'all not in communications with this dude. Like the time is ticking down. I can either make a cold-hearted decision. He might get the job done, but I don't know that he'll get the job done. And if I go based off of faith, not only are my villagers dead who put their faith in me, the world ends. Like it was a cold, calculated decision, but it was one that like a Kage of his caliber, like I would have made that decision, to be honest. I would have fired that fucking cannon, bro. I'm sorry. Even if you if you got the job done, like the last minute, you shot the 3 and the timer ran out, we won the championship. I don't know that you're going to do that. You could have shot that same 3 100 times in a row. I still don't know you're going to do that the 101th time. And if the fate of the world's on the line, I'm making that choice 10 times out of 10, and I'll cry and mourn your death. But I'm making that choice. Like he said, bro, he would die for the betterment of mankind. God bless him. That's what he said, bro.
I could be misremembering.
So now Killer B,
maybe my interpretation
like,
was wrong.
That's my brother Naruto. So Killer B would have ended the world Naruto failed. Shit's wild.
In fact, I think it should have been the way that you're saying it, hypothetically, if it is not, and it's actually the way I'm describing it. I think they should have, for like the anime audience perspective, I think it would just make a better story if they put their faith in Naruto. But rather than waiting 5 extra minutes. Because I think, if I remember right, he's like, all right, 5 more, I'll give him 5 more minutes. Then I'm firing the cannon to blow up the moon. So like, I think from the Raikage, like he didn't shut down the cannon or anything. From his perspective, he isn't at risk.
No, but what I'm saying is, like you just said, I remember that. I'm glad you said that. The Raikage did indeed have, give the faith to Naruto. He gave him time, and he just didn't get the job done in the allotted time. And he's like, yo, bro, once this shit get to a certain point, we can't stop this, bro. I gave him time, and he still ain't got the job done.
I don't know if that's
so I'm supposed
to
just sit here with my dick in my hand and just die?
Like, at what point is it too late? Ignore the
pragmatism.
Because ignoring the clock or whatever, at what point is it too late with that chakra cannon? It's probably 5 seconds before the moon actually hits the earth. I feel like if they get it off when it's right above them in the atmosphere, it's still destroying the moon. I think so.
I mean, I don't know the particulars, and we are going based off the assumption that Kamui's recollection of the events are accurate.
Yeah. I've only watched the movie once, so I'm not gonna say with 100% certainty, but I'm pretty sure it was
the moon was still far.
The moon was getting closer because of Toneri shenanigans.
It was getting close, but you can still see.
When it reached a certain point, they were gonna be like, all right, we gotta blow it up, because if they don't, then they're all gonna die.
It's still far.
Change, take that mass and just remove it from that space. I think that space has to get filled, and in that process, it might destroy Earth. I'm not sure how the science of that works, but I'm sure that once a mass like that just disappears or some shit, there's probably going to be some kind of fucking shock wave or backlash that fucks up planet Earth or something. I don't know. Now I'm just So I'm gonna maybe pull up the movie really quick.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't remember anything like that. This could happen either way, regardless if they say it or not. But it didn't look like it based on the visuals of it, because the chakra cannon split off to hit all the fragments. So I would assuming just the split would just hit the moon. So
wouldn't this be around the time Kakashi gives him the puts the thing on Shikamaru? You think? I would imagine so. He explains what that would be on their mission.
Honestly, I think they started the movie with that goofy ass watch. I don't know why. I feel like they had that watch thing so early in the movie.
But yeah, I still think it's important to acknowledge the fact they're doing the watch without the knowledge of the chakra cannon, which I think is very important.
Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, it's like 22 minutes, 10 seconds in. I'm going to. I have it subtitled, so I'll just read it. I don't want to play the audio and get copywritten.
Yeah.
Your mission is to rescue Hinabi Hyuga, who's been kidnapped. You'll be working as a 4-man team led by Shikamaru. I'm also granting Hinata's wish to be included on this team. Thank you very much. Okay. Shikamaru, put your hand out. Huh? Why? Oh, that's a jutsu. That's kind of cool. What's this? Question mark. A kind of clock, is it? It's counting down the time until Earth's destruction. Well, fuck. That's very specific. I don't get it. Why is this necessary for Hinabi's rescue? Toneri, the one who kidnapped her, could be the one manipulating the moon. What are you basing this on? It's just a hunch. And then end scene. So the clock is counting down the destruction of Earth. So from the so they just plainly said. So yeah, the Raikage is like, yo, Earth destroyed or faith in boy, who I already put faith in, but still couldn't get the job done in the allotted
Well, but hang
time.
on, I forget. Didn't you say that the clock hit 0? So what was the clock at when at the end of the movie when they were making that decision?
So Shikamaru's like, yo, this shit is distracting. Let me put this glove on.
I thought they hit the clock at like exactly Naruto saves the day at exactly 0.
But that doesn't make sense because if it's at 0, the Earth is destroyed.
Well,
like
no.
the moon is
no,
there.
It's like one. Yeah, it's like flashing 1 bar. It has 1 bar left. It's like flashing.
Okay.
And I think Shikamaru looks at it and like exhales. So yeah, they saved the world.
Yeah. But even then, I still think because the Raikages gave them 5 minutes, that means they have more than 5 minutes. So I feel like, and again, they're not shutting down the cannon or anything. He's still going to fire the cannon. I feel like it's not.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What are we trying to get at right now? Honestly, I kind of like lost the plot.
Whether the Raikage are risking the Earth or not, I don't think he is. I think he's gonna blow up the moon before it gets to the Earth, regardless if Naruto stops it or not. So I don't think he's putting his faith in Naruto entirely. He's hoping Naruto can. He doesn't really care, I don't think.
Wait, he's gonna
I think it's like he would prefer Naruto to like,
outwardly
do
this, but he's not.
You might prefer Naruto to be blown away internally. That's a different conversation.
Wait, did you say like if Naruto saves it or not, he's still gonna blow the moon away? Is that what you said?
No, probably not. It's not what I meant. You know what I meant.
Okay, because I was gonna say like we literally saw like he saved the world and the moon was not blown away. But Killer B says I can't shoot at Naruto, and then Raikage says what is this?
All right, wasn't Raikage just gonna do it anyways?
No, he's
he was like all for it.
Screw that Naruto guy.
After like his 5 minutes, he's like, yo, time like 5 minutes, time's up. Like, yo, fire that shit. Killer B's like, no, he's like, yo, stifle your personal feelings. The very existence of Earth depends on this. And he's like, move, I'll fire it. And then he gets the message, Lord Raikage, there's something written on the moon. It says mission complete.
Well, there you go. He was gonna do it. In fact, I was gonna before. Okay, you should have stopped the scene early because you would have had a point. I was like, okay, it's Killer B's fault. At that point, it's not even the Raikage's fault, but it's still someone's fault. But no, Raikage was gonna move Killer B out of the way. The Earth was never in danger. That cannon was gonna fire.
Yes. Wait. Yes, I have no problem because facts is facts. I'm not gonna defend a bad point. But my overarching point is that given the decisions the Raikage, like the information he had at the moment, his decisions were like valid, and that's the decisions a Kage should have made, regardless of if like Naruto saved the world. Fair, he did stop the moon, and he pushes the button and blows the shit up or teleports to the field, whatever the fuck that thing was gonna do. I still think he would have made the right decision, because if Naruto didn't, then Killer B's decision got the world destroyed. That's just a risk you can't take with the world, bro.
But Killer Bee's not the one that decided it, though, because the Raikage still overrid his decision.
Fair point. That's a fair point.
Also, I don't want to deflect to this, but I feel like it's relevant in the conversation now, and I wanted to bring it up earlier, but I was just resisting. Who made these watches? How do they know when the Earth is gonna get destroyed? Why are they going off of this time? Look up in the sky. Do the eye test. He can see where it is.
No, it's a jutsu. Like in the scene with Kakashi, some like chick like uses like hand signs and like it appears on Konohamaru's.
Bro, I'm not. You want to talk about risk? I'm not risking the Earth over that watch. I'm not even looking at the watch. I'm looking at the moon. Do the eye test. Like, what if the watch is bugged out?
Eye test.
The chakra connection glitched. Wi-Fi drop.
Thousands of miles away. Oh fuck it. Let me squint. Oh, that bit getting closer. Hey yo, blow that shit up, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Eye test.
Like, I mean, I guess like maybe gravity, but like he split the fucking moon, bro. Like, did they fix that? Like, shouldn't it slowly drift apart over time?
I think gravity keeps it together, but probably a joke.
I don't think that's how that works, bro. Like, it'll be like in the same like kind of like orbit because it's Earth's orbit, but it was still like split.
Oh, the moon went back to its original position. That's what you're saying. It like moved backwards away from the Earth. It didn't like stay as close as it was.
They fixed the split though.
I don't think they need to, because people say the moon's hollow. The moon isn't hollow, like based off of science. It can be up to 35%, I believe, hollow. Anything beyond that, and the moon cannot function in the way it does as like a sphere or whatever. Or just like break apart or collapse or something, I don't know. But yeah. Plus the fact that there's craters on the moon, that itself proves it's not hollow, because that doesn't make sense.
Well, just like our moon, I think they heard like they just kind of like sonar or some shit or something like that, and they got like sounds that bounced off of something in the moon. So I forgot how it was going, but there's some weird shit going on in the moon, bro. I don't know.
Maybe the NASA landing was rigged. We're not segueing that. All right. Different example with this. Instead of Raikage point, we'll go back to Kawaki. Yeah, no.
So I was just gonna say, that I forgot that shit was Ada Senrigan, that little symbol on the moon. I mean, I need to watch this movie again, bro. It's some interesting shit.